Hello. So I just wanted to give everyone a quick, just a quick summary of van living, van dwelling. You know, kind of the basics of it. Obviously, the first thing you need is a van. I I paid about I paid $600 for this van, and it didn't run when I got it. Had 160,000 miles on it, and I've probably put another couple grand into it. I've replaced the the fuel pump, the sending unit. It's got new brakes, the radiator, the water pump, new tires. Now it's pretty much ready to go anywhere I want it to. And yeah, right now I'm somewhere in Nebraska. I'm not real sure, but I'm at a Walmart, and that's the view off the interstate there. And yeah, this is the cockpit. Obviously, I took the front seat out to create a little bit more space. I put my dirty laundry there, my laundry detergent, my the pine saw, and the pea bucket right there. That white thing, that's a sunshade for the side window. And then we're going to move to the back here. I'll give you a bird's eye or a full view of the back first. But yeah, this is the whole setup. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Obviously, this is my dresser. You got to travel light. You can't have a bunch of clothes, but you can have enough. And I have a sunshade for the front window there. I've shown you that already. So I can block that off, and the side window here when I'm sleeping at night. I can also close the curtain for an extra added layer of protection, but I don't necessarily like to do that because it cuts off about 1/4 of my cubic feet as far as space. So this is my bed. It's not made up. I really need to wash everything. It's basically a cot I got from Bass Pro Shop. It's actually really comfortable. It's really not that bad, especially once you lay down the sleeping bags and whatnot. It's pretty soft. We're gonna wait for that to focus there, and a lot of the windows are covered with Reflectix that keeps the sunlight out, thus keeps the temperature down, and you need that because it gets hot as hell in here in the summertime, and then I'll have to run the generator and the air conditioner when I really don't want to. So you want to keep it as cool as possible. And one of the best ways to keep it cool, let's see if this will focus for me here, that is the fantastic roof vent fan. I do have it running right now in reverse, so it actually sucks the hot air out. And that thing comes in handy. It'll be you're sitting around all day in the sun, be well over 100 degrees in here. Turn on the fan for a little bit, it gets the hot air out, and it actually cools it down there quite a bit. Then you can just use the regular fans to stay warm. It's a van. You're gonna get hot, so if you're not willing to get hot sometimes, then this probably isn't for you. The biggest question people have is, how do I have power? How's that fan going right now? I'm going to put this down for a second. Okay, and I put that down because I want to, this is my battery box and my battery bank. These are 2 Trojan T105 deep cycle golf cart batteries, and I do have them run in series here, so that creates 12 volts. And then I have those wired up here to my inverter. So see if it'll focus. Probably not. But anyway, it's a 1000 watt true sine wave inverter. It's kind of pricey, but it's better. I just wanted 1000 pure watts as opposed. I probably could have gotten a modified sine wave inverter for the same price, 3000 watts, but I just didn't want to go there and modified sine wave. I've heard they work well. I'd just rather keep the pure sine wave, especially with my computers and whatnot. And you can turn that on there and see drawing 11.9 volts from the battery, so not fully charged, but you know, well up there. I'm probably going to charge them a little bit more tonight. I have that 12 volt receptacle there hooked to the batteries, so I can run my fans and 12 volt appliances. Let me put this back now. The reason for the hose is that when you're using the batteries, they actually emit gas that isn't good for you. So you have to vent the batteries to the outside, and that's what this tube goes outside. And I used to screw these down, screw the box top down, but it's just a pain, so I basically just put weights on top of it. There's weather stripping around it, and that keeps the gases in and keeps me healthy. So next thing we have here, this is my generator. It's the Yamaha. I got this for a few reasons. One, it's really quiet. I can, you know, you can run it, and you know, it's as quiet as a generator can get. It's 2,000 watts. I use it to charge my batteries. I use it to, if I want to run electric heat, I can use it there. But yeah, it's a great tool. There I have a cargo rack out back. So at night or during the day when I want to use the generator, I can string an extension cord right on in, and it works just great there. That's my dry cleaning, you know. And this is my cooler. Now it's the summertime, so I just use a regular cooler. In the winter, I have a thermoelectric cooler. Now it's not a refrigerator, but it'll keep everything about 40 degrees cooler than the outside temperature. But in this case, they emit heat because they basically take the heat from the inside and blow it from to the outside. So you don't want to run those in the summer because it'll make it hotter in here than it already is. And second, it's just not going to keep your food very cool. With a cooler like this, you know, you can keep, you know, you got your beer, you got your drinks. I mean, I keep lunch meat in there, string cheese and whatnot. And I mean, 10 pounds of ice will keep, you know, for a good 3 days if you're, you know, if you park in the shade and whatnot. It's my other dresser and storage. I put a little paper towel thing on the wall there. This, I got this in, got this on the road actually. It actually comes in really handy. It's a chair, but it's also serves as storage. So I can put, you know, my, you know, antifreeze, oil, power steering fluid, whatnot in there. That's the Mr. Heater Buddy Heater. It takes the green propane tanks. Works great in the wintertime. I've slept with it on for 2 straight winters. I'm still alive. The key is to crack a couple windows, at least one, and that's the first key. The second key, see if I can find it here. Well, it's the here we go. What you also need when you're going to run a propane heater indoors is a carbon monoxide detector. This thing's cheap. Got it for 15 bucks. Works well. It has went off while I'm sleeping, so it will wake you up. Also, the Mr. Buddy also has a low oxygen sensor that'll shut off as well, so that works. That's the remote control for the vent fan, so I can turn it off and on whenever I want. Oh yeah, wet wipes. Those are paper gold. when you're on the road, um, when you haven't showered in a couple days, boy, just to wake up and wipe yourself down, those things come in really handy. So always have those on hand. Lanterns have a couple of these. They're battery powered, rechargeable batteries, so I'm not using excess power. Of course, the survival pack, you have to have one of those. Your tent, you have to have that. Water, you have to have that. And lastly, I'll just show you my few appliances. I don't have many. One is a propane stove. You actually hook the propane tank on there and put that on there, and then you can. I usually just cook soup on this. Sometimes I cook eggs, but never use this indoors. I mean, the heater's one thing, but the amount of propane this releases, you just don't want to go there. Yeah, so that's my van, and I don't know if this is the best way to do it or the right way to do it, but it's the way I do it, and I've been on the road for a few months now, so just enjoying life and living in the van. Have a good one.